I just want to say thank you for everybody that left a message and sent me a message, personal message on Facebook. I was pretty emotional yesterday, so I'm really sorry. But my husband actually talked me into continuing it a little bit more and just kind of toughing it out. And if you guys know him at all, you know he's not a fan of this hobby, mostly because I spend a lot of time and money into it. And he works a lot too, so we don't really spend a lot of time together. So last night he actually offered to help me quarantine, which is very rare for him to do a lot with this hobby. So just that fact, I want to be able to do this right, and hopefully I can document this and kind of go through the process with you guys and get your recommendation on how I should proceed. So just to answer a couple questions, these fish have been with me. The latest one is about 6 months ago, and I got it from a tank breakdown. It was a yellow tang and a yellow koi. And they haven't shown any signs of any illness since that time. That was in the old house. And everything was fine. I moved them over here, I think around end of February or beginning of March. I don't remember the exact timeline. And everything seems great. They look good when we fish them out. They look good when we put them in. I started getting corals and actually a batch of inverts that I ordered in February 1st. And then February 1st will be the first week of April, April, not February. And now they're starting to show signs. So a couple people did message me saying that it could be in the system already and the stress just caused this issue, which it could be, but I'm not sure. I'm not an expert in fish disease, so I really have no idea. If it is, and it is velvet, then that's kind of strange for me. But the fact is, I have not added any fish at all. So it's either was in the system from before, or it came in on a coral or inverts. So I guess I'm gonna have to start quarantining inverts too. But one of my tang is now looking really, really rough. He was on his belly this morning, so I'm a little worried. But I was talking to Bobby, a local reefer. He's really good about quarantining fish and corals. And I'm also messaging Humble Fish online. And we're going through the process and seeing what we can do. But as of right now, I took the day off just to prep everything and get them over. Because the last time I had velvet, it was pretty bad. It was fast. And I don't want to take any time delaying the process if I could. These guys have been with me for a while, and I have 2 copper bands right now that I really, really enjoy. But so we'll do what's right. I'm gonna try and fish them all out today, and we'll put them through copper. But let me show you what I was able to set up. We went to the store and everything this morning. So I have 2 50-gallon Rubbermaid. One is the old one from my old place, and then this new one that we bought this morning. My husband drilled 2 1-inch hole, and we put in 2 bulkhead and a pipe, just so the water is the same system water, so I don't have to test multiple tanks, and so everything is the same. I have a bubbler going and heater, and I did take some rock from the old system as for bacterial filtration because I don't have any bio balls or brick that was in my sump, so those will just have to do. We just have to make sure we monitor the copper solution a little bit better. But all the fish are going into this system, and we'll start the copper treatment. I'm going to do a 0.5 today and increase it by 0.5 every day for the next 4 days. So this is the recommendation of Bobby, who's a avid supporter of Humble Fish too, so I've read every articles and things from Humble Fish, so I trust him very, very much. But once this is filled, I'll break down some of the rock structure and things like that and grab as many fish as I can. The my two mandarin, the gobies, and some of the wrasse will not go in here because they cannot take the copper solution. So what we're gonna do is, because I can't get a hold of the other medication, I forgot the name, but I can't get a hold of it from my vets. So we're gonna have to just do the tank transfer method for those guys. Because apparently people were starting to take it as a way to cure COVID and dying from it. So now there's a whole bunch of restriction on it. And for us fish people, it makes it really hard to get our hands on them. But I did get 2 10-gallons. So we're gonna do it this way. Just transfer them from one to the next and sanitize and clean out every single time as needed. And I'm just using Copper Power. I can't find the bottle now all of a sudden. Can't find the bottle, but it's just Copper Power. And there were no reagent for the Hannah tester, so I ended up grabbing an API test kit for it. Let me see if I can find the... So just using this test kit for now until they have more of the copper for the Hannah. Oh, there we go. I found the copper solution. Okay. So I'm going to use this one. So they'll stay in here. I have to check my notes again. But I think they're staying in here for 30 days in copper. And then after that, just salt water for until there's 72 days total, because I have to keep the tank fallow for 72 days. Bobby recommends 90, but I don't know how impatient I'm going to be. So let's say 72. I don't want to aim for 90 and miss that mark. So 72, we'll start the clock and we'll see how that goes. But I hope, whatever I do now will be helpful to somebody, and to get some advice from you guys on how to proceed, and if what I'm doing is good enough. I want to do the best I could for these fish, but as of right now, I guess this is the best I can do. But if there's any other thing that I can, please let me know. Thank you guys.